Hello, it's me, Simone, not Simone's boy cousin. It's me, Simone. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. It is Simone Nicole here, back at it again with another video. In today's video, I just kind of want to do like a chill, get ready with me kind of deal. I'm going to a girls' night, so I kind of just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys. Lately, I've just been pumping out content, and I feel like a lot of new people are here and y'all don't really like know me and you don't get a chance to see my personality. So I just want to do a quick little get ready with me, and the goal of today is just like to look pretty basically. I will leave the things that I use on my face down in the description box below so that I don't have to like hold up each thing and talk about it as I go. Before we hop into this video, we have to do today's subscriber shout out of the day. So today's subscriber shout out is going to go to Miss Brianna Lene. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. She commented on my natural hair video and told me that she was going to be big chopping her hair in a few days, and I'm so happy for you beginning this journey, because once I cut off my hair and went completely natural is when I really feel like I came into my own. So I really hope that your journey does the exact same thing for you, and I wish you all the best. And if you would like to be my subscriber shout out in the next video, please make sure that you are commenting, liking, and most importantly subscribing to my channel. Some of y'all have been getting a subscriber shout out and not actually been subscribed, but now I know how to filter my comments so I see who's real. So I get on that. Hit that red subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, so what do we want to talk about today? What we're not going to talk about is my brows. I am not getting my brows done for a few days. No, not until next, if today's Tuesday, I'm not getting them done until next Tuesday. So we're not going to talk about it. I'm trying out a new brow person, so that's exciting. So right now, you know, like when you let your brows wear out, your brows just become your entire face. Like that's the stage that I am at currently. So the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video was the direction that my YouTube channel is going in. I love talking about my hair and I love educating you all on my hair. So I really don't mind making videos like that, but I have so much more to talk about and so much more to say. I have a lot of opinions about a lot of different things. So I guess I'm just wondering, like, why are you here? Why are you, as the viewer, watching this video? What did you subscribe to me for? I think that when people subscribe, they're like expecting me to do content like the video that made them subscribe to my channel. And I think that right now the thing that made people subscribe the most is my natural hair content, which, like I said, I really don't mind making. Like, that's completely fine with me, but I don't want to kind of get like put in a box so early on. So I'm just wondering, like, would you guys be interested in seeing content other than natural hair? Because this video is being recorded before I post another review on Tati Beauty and her hair products, and whether or not they are dark-skinned woman skinned approved. So my Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics video was really well received, and it gained me a gang of subscribers, which is really nice. I really want to do things that you guys want to see, but also that are going to make me feel like I am doing something beneficial for not just you guys, but like the world. Like, and I know that sounds like cheesy, but genuinely, like, the whole point of my channel is to be inspirational to young girls, not only just like young girls in general, but especially young girls that look like me, dark-skinned young women that may have been told their entire life that they are not pretty because of the literal skin they were born in. Like, I cannot tell you how many times someone has come to me like, I never thought that I could wear colors on my eyes because I feel like I would look ugly because my skin is dark.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I don't even, I can't compute that in my mind, but like, then again, I can. I am fortunate enough to be encouraged in a lot of ways by a lot of different people in my life, and just like online, I'm encouraged so much because being dark skinned is like a trend right now. So fortunately enough, I am affirmed a lot in my life as an adult, but when I was younger, I absolutely was not affirmed for looking the way that I look. So I want to talk about that more. Like, I want to talk about confidence building and all of that stuff instead of just sitting down and talking to you about natural hair products. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's value in that. Of course, there's value in that. But I want to just talk about stuff that hits closer to home and hits really close to my heart, learning experiences that I've had to go through, all of those things. So in other news, most of you guys don't know this about me, but I gave up beef and pork like my junior year of college. So that would have been, if I graduated in 2018, that would have been 2017. It's now 2020. So about 2.5, 3 years, I have been off of beef and pork. You know, giving that up was pretty easy. Pretty easy. It was chicken for me, and chicken is like, in my opinion, one of like the worst things for you to eat, the way that like it's just manufactured and cultivated here in America. In my head, I would be happy if I was a complete and total vegetarian. Now, I decided like, okay, everyone says it takes 21 days to form a habit, so I'm just gonna give up all meat for 30 days and see how that goes. So I gave up meat from, I just got grossed out by the concept of meat the day before Christmas. That was it for me until yesterday, which was the 26th of January. I was like, a few days before, I was ready to break. Like, I was ready to just eat chicken. I was telling everyone at work, like, I'm so excited, I'm gonna eat chicken, blah, blah, blah. A lot of the people no, not a lot. There's a few people at my job that are vegan / plant-based / vegetarian, and they're like, no, don't go back to that cruel, sad world of meat. Like, you can do it, stay with it. But I went back because I thought that I had to. Like, I created this timeline for myself, and me and my niece actually did it together, and both of us were like, so what are you gonna have for your first chicken meal? Like, we didn't care about turkey, we didn't care, and she still ate all meat. She didn't care about anything but chicken, just like I. So I told her, like, I'm gonna have Chick-fil-A, but then I changed my mind and I was like, no, I want Chipotle. Like, I'm gonna go work out and then I'm gonna get Chipotle the way that I used to, which really just did it for me. So I go, Monday rolls around. It's actually Sunday night, and I work at a restaurant, and I am surrounded by chicken. That is like 80% of our menu is chicken. So I was just like, I don't think I want to eat chicken tomorrow. Like, all of a sudden, like, I had been so excited about it a few days prior, and then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm about his life. But I still, like I said, like, I don't know if I want to do it. Like, morally, I don't know. Like, if I don't have a craving for it, then why would I get it? So moral of the story is that I went and I got meat. I got my Chipotle. I took my first bite, and the Chipotle that I go there so regularly, they like know my bowl order by heart. So I would go there and they would be like ready to put the chicken in the bowl, and I'm like, no chicken. And then I go back today after they're used to me eating no chicken, and then I'm like, chicken. So they're like confused, and I'm like, no, I'm back at it. And then I get home and I take my first bite of chicken, and I'm like, I don't think I'm back at it. I don't know. It was something about giving it up for that amount of time. I had wanted it and sought after it so much and convinced myself that I missed it so much. And then when I finally got it again, I was just like, decide or whatever. And the main reason why I gave up chicken was because I wanted to see if I went vegetarian and did all cardio for a month, how, like, what my body changed, you know? I have realized that I have the type of body, like, I am where I am. It's gonna take a Herculean effort to change the way that my body looks at this point in my life. Like, I knew that how I look is just how I look, and I don't look bad by any means. I would just love to lose like 5 to 10 pounds, nothing crazy. I'm already a small person, so 5 to 10 pounds would be a lot of weight. But I was just, you know, would like to do that. So I was trying to see if I did that, if that would work for me. Problem is that I gave up meat and I had to relearn everything. I had to go to a nutritionist. That was this whole thing in and of itself that I can talk about if you guys want to hear about it. So I had to relearn like nutrition because I was never taught anything about nutrition in school. Nutrition was never talked about in my family, like nothing like that. So I was not feeding myself properly. I didn't understand the concept of like being carb heavy and not getting like my proteins from certain places and blah 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 blah, blah. This whole thing. In addition to that, I freaking hate cardio. Like the type of cardio that I was doing was HIIT, and it was like not boring. Like I wasn't on a treadmill the whole time. Like I was doing a lot of like calisthenics kind of things, like body weight exercises. But the point is that I love weightlifting. It makes me feel strong. It makes me feel beautiful. I love the fact that I like, it's like a double-edged sword being like a woman in the weight room, because it makes you feel like, yeah, girls can do it too, period. And I hate that concept of like, just because I'm a girl, I shouldn't be weightlifting. Annoying. But then there's also the double-edged sword of like, I am the only woman in this weight room. So the amount of stares that I get is like literally ridiculous. So yeah, I had made this decision to go on this like experimental diet of sorts, and I was going to do a whole video on it. But nothing really changed about my body. I took some pictures just to like keep up with my progress, and I don't look super different. So I am going to save that video until I do kind of figure out like what works for me and all of that, so I can give like advice, I guess, for people that are like in my kind of predicament where like you're already at a good weight, but you kind of just want to figure out like how to like tone and all that stuff. And I have been figuring some things out and learning so much about my body throughout this entire process. In that same vein, I guess I'm wondering like, do you guys care about, I do have the like want to film my gym routine a lot of the time, and like my workout split, like what I do to work out and maintain the body that I have currently, because I really do love the routine that I have developed. And I think that it has really helped for me to like maintain. I don't think that I'm on something like on a plan or whatever you want to call it that'll help with weight loss. It's way more about maintenance. So if that's something that you are looking for, please let me know, because I feel like I have really started to understand the way that bodies work a little more, and it's enabled me to get the results that I am looking for. Whereas before, I think that I was just working out because I knew that I should. The things look fun. I had fun at the gym, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't seeing super crazy results. And then lastly, I think I just wanted to touch on when I am moving, because I get that question constantly, like, oh, I thought you were already in Atlanta. When are you moving to Atlanta? When are you moving? When are you moving? Like, can you make more videos about your move to Atlanta? And the thing is that I have not moved to Atlanta. When I move, you'll know it, because I won't be in this background anymore. This is my room at my mom's apartment, and when I move, trust me, you'll know it. I have so many plans for my studio space, because we are getting a 3-bedroom 2-bath. The last time we went down to Atlanta, we definitely did pick a space that we loved. So we already have an apartment. And when I say we, I mean myself and my roommate. The reason why I decided to get a roommate was because I looked at my finances. I looked back for months and months as to what I make, what I average, and I could live by myself, but the way that I want to live, it would mean that I'm living like literally in a shoebox and I really don't want to do that. So I started looking into getting a roommate that already lived in Atlanta through Facebook, like a Facebook group. And then I was praying to God about it. I was asking him to just speak to me and tell me what direction I should go in and if getting a roommate is right for me. And he spoke to me so clearly, like so clearly, you guys, and it brought my current roommate right into my life. So I've known her for a very long time. She was in the vlog that I posted the last time that I was in Atlanta. And I therefore know that getting a roommate was the best decision for me. I know that you guys subscribe to my channel because you were happy that I did that video on budget-friendly apartment shopping. You guys loved that video, and I've even had people DM me like, can you please do another one? The way that you look for apartments, like how did you get so detailed, blah blah blah, like how did you do it? I would, once I move, oh my God, the content once I move, I promise you guys, the content once I move is going to be A1. I just feel so limited and cramped in the space that I'm in, and that's not me trying to make excuses. It's just the way that I feel. I just feel extremely creatively stunted at the moment because there's only so much that I can do in the space that I am in. So once I move, I will tell you guys so much. Like there's so many things that I'm passionate about, and one of them is financial freedom as a young person. That was not something that I was taught, so it's something that I definitely had to teach myself. And I'm really proud of how far I've come. I set these financial goals for myself and then I meet them, and that's it. Anything that I do is because I can afford to do so. I'm not breaking my back. I'm not breaking the bank to do anything. I have multiple savings accounts. I have money in different places. I have emergency funds. I have funds to, like a savings fund to move to Atlanta. Last year I wanted to make $40,000 with just a part-time job. I think that that's a pretty attainable thing to do, as I had 2 part-time jobs and I hit that. And that was up on my vision board that I have back here. I hit it just barely, but I made it, and I saved a good chunk of that income. And had I known what I know now and had the lessons that I have now, I could have saved so much more money. But the journey has been so great for me and such a learning experience. Like every day I log on to my Huntington app, because Huntington, it's a more like a northern states in America thing, mostly like Northeast America is what I found, or like the Midwest, I guess you could say, is where Huntington is. But Huntington is the GOAT, period. I have a credit card, a savings account, a regular checking account, and then also have my car loan through Huntington. And I am amazed every time I get on the app. One, my checking account always has the least amount of money in it because I only put money in that specific checking account in order to do like something with it. Like if there's $156 in that account, it's because I need bills coming out of my account that week equate to $165. You know what I'm saying? Then I look at my savings account and the number in my savings account, and every single time I'm just baffled. Like I will set monthly savings goal for myself, so I have a certain amount of money that I know that I have in bills every single month, and that is inside of my planner. And I set a goal of saving $1,000 in 1 month out of my income, which is attainable for me personally because I do live with my mother. I do pay rent, but it's a very small amount, which is great. So it affords me to be able to save a good chunk. But I do firmly believe that anybody and any income can afford to save. It's just about being committed to doing so. I decided to set the goal of saving that amount of money because I just wanted to. Like, I love seeing the number in my bank account grow. Like, it really just makes me so proud that I've become this financially stable and this financially independent. And like, I've been financially independent for a little while now, like 110%, not accepting, not needing any amount of money from my mother or my sister, or like needing help from anybody for about, I would say, 1.5 to 2 years now. I have been able to do that comfortably, which again is a absolute blessing. When I was in college, I definitely needed more help than I need now. So I just really enjoy the fact that I have gotten myself to a place where I don't need help. And there is nothing wrong with needing help, not one bit. It personally just makes me feel good that I don't have to ask for help from family. And I always remind myself of the things that I need to be grateful for and things that I need to not take for granted. I think that going to college really made me see how truly and absolutely blessed I am to have the life that I have and to have the family that I have, because not everybody can just call up their family and be like, hey, sister, I need to borrow $200, or I need to borrow $50, or whatever the case may be, and they have somebody that will send that to them or do that for them. I am blessed. Jesus, God, I wake up every single day and I thank God for, one, opening my eyes and letting me see another day. And then I thank him for opening the eyes of my family and blessing me with the family that I have, and blessing me by letting my grandmother watch down on me every single day, like, and having my guardian angels and protecting me from the things that I don't even know that he's protecting me from. Like, I think this kind of segueing into a different topic. Like, I just firmly believe in staying thankful for every single thing in your life. I don't care if your car broke down and you don't know and you got to take the bus for the next month. You better, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I like to say to God, like, you know what? I thank you, God, because I am financially stable enough to be able to afford a bus pass for a month, because the person next to me had to beg, borrow, and steal in order to get that bus pass. So I am grateful to you, God. I drop to my knees and I say thank you, and I am putting it in your hands that you are going to give me guidance, and you are going to, this is only a setup for something greater. This is a preparation for something greater, and believe it. God personally, like, and I'm not saying that every single person has to believe in God, but I'm just saying, like, he's provided me so much solace, like, going back to the whole, like, financial freedom and independence thing. I look at my bank account and I see those accounts, and I can't believe, like, last year I was in a completely different financial situation. I owned my own car last year, but it was time for me to get another one. It was a great starter car, but it was time for me to get something else, something more reliable. And God gave me this 2017 car at a beautiful value, at a price that I can afford, at a car payment that I can comfortably afford, for a basically brand new car. I bought it in 2019, a 2-year-old car, and I am paying, my car note is less than $200 a month. I'm paying more than that so that I pay off the car faster, but I just say thank you every single day for, one, putting me in a financial position to where I can afford something like that, and two, providing me the circumstances in which for that car to come into my life. Everything I'm so grateful for. I'm so thankful for, and I have to remind myself, like, you are so blessed. So I went off on that tangent, and really that was to say, like, I'd like to talk about how I like budget and how I do my finances. I'm about to turn 24 years old in a couple of months. Pisces gang, what up? So I think that I know, and I've done a lot for someone my age. So I don't never think I actually answered the question of when are you moving. I think I just went off into a tangent. So I am going to be moving as soon as my roommate is ready to move. So I am blessed enough to have a job to where I can just transfer that job without a problem and just change to whatever location I want. I just have to have my GM contact their GM, have they people call my people, and then I'm in there. And the place that she works at does not have a location in Atlanta until the summertime. So she has to apply for jobs, and it's a lot harder to apply for and get a job out of state. So she has been working on that. So as soon as she is ready, I am ready and running out of Cleveland. So that is that on that. So that is going to bring us to the end of today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed this video and that you did make it to the end. If you made it to the end, drop a, this emoji, like with the praying hands emoji, just to remind yourself to say thank you for any and everything that you have in life. Actually, comment down below and tell me something that you are thankful for in your life, no matter how big, no matter how small. Comment down below and tell me something that you are truly from the bottom of your heart thankful for. Not even from the bottom of your heart. Muster up something and say something that you are thankful for, and leave a little this emoji so that I know that you made it to the end. In the time of recording this video, it has been 2 days since Kobe Bryant passed away, and I am not a huge basketball fan by any means, but I do not have to be a huge basketball fan in order to understand the impact that this man has had on not only basketball, but the world. And it broke my heart to hear about not only his passing, but the passing of his daughter. And I had to deliberately stay away from social media. Unfortunately, I found out about this while I was at work, but when I got home, I had to deliberately stay off of social media because I knew that it was going to be so overwhelming to see how many people were grieving for him. And there are no words to express my sorrow for his family and his wife and his daughters. And I guess I just wanted to throw that in there because I just feel like it's not right to continue on without at least addressing his life, his presence, his impact. And I know that this is so cliche, but be so thankful for waking up and living another day, because the next day really is not promised, and your life can be gone at any moment for any reason. If God calls you home, if the universe says that you have done that all you had to do in your lifetime and it's time for you to go, then you'll go. And that's a scary and hard reality to face, but I think that his passing really shook a lot of people and woke a lot of people up. And I just wanted to throw that in here just so that you all remember that you are blessed. Waking up and living another day is a blessing, because the person down the street from you, the person around the corner from you, your coworker, might know somebody that did not live to see another day. So I just wanted to put that in there, not to get all sad and sappy, but I did want to mention that and say that life is too short. You need to do whatever you want to do and be whoever you want to be, and today is the day to start that. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video with my every video mantra of remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2020. I forgot it was 2020. In 2020. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Maya. Oh, watch these videos. Come on, click on them. And I don't want to hear no comments in the comment section talk about some, you put heat on your hair and you say not to put heat on your hair. It's crap.